Some remakes I completely understand. This is the one remake where I go, why? Just why? No, like, seriously, why? Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon reviewing Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. What's about? Pretty simple premise. This is based off the 1991 film of the same name. Pretty simple premise. The mom goes away. For this time, she has to go away to like a foreign country. I think not Spain, but another country. Anyway, for a 2-month or 3-month retreat, which honestly, if you go apeshit in a job, and the job is saying, okay, well, you think we need anger management, so we're going to take you 3 months away from your family to go on a resort getaway 5-star trip. I need to get angrier way faster and way more often. Anyway, the babysitter comes, the babysitter dies, and now these kids need to figure out how to fend from themselves, get jobs, and not make the house go to shit. So, to like this film, it was fine. I could call it harmless. But just like knowing that this is a 1991 movie, that the 1991 movie didn't do all that hot in the box office, but made some cult-ish classic when it came to VHS, sure. But you're like telling me like, okay, maybe it needs a remake. You're like telling me then Tremors needs a remake, which of course they have sequels for that, but that's not a remake. But it's just one of those things where you're just like, okay, The Running Man is making a remake with Edgar Wright. And now I'm just starting to get a little bit nervous. So you have Roadhouse, that's like, where are all the originality? Yes, even though people are scared, like, oh, the original movies aren't making money, you think these remakes are? No, they're not. No, they're not. So, when talk about the positives of the show, I do think the main actress does a fine job with what she's given, and she does portray a 17-year-old trying to make it into the business. I do think some of the supporting characters are good. I do like the 2 younger children. The one that has friends with crows. I thought that was a pretty good scheme. And the darker sister who is like, knows how to do the murderous plots. Pretty good. The second oldest brother, I wasn't a fan of his character whatsoever. He was just there to like, have a weird, backstory with the sheriff with lacrosse. But then at the same time, just be more like a pothead and a skater. Sure, try to make YouTube clicks. It's just his character arc to me was the weakest of them all, and it just didn't go anywhere. Yes, he became a chef, if you want to put it that way, to help with the final act of the movie. But just him throughout the story is just more of like, I wouldn't call it greedy, but come on, dude, do some damn dishes. Is it that fucking hard to put dishes in a dishwasher or like get some Dawn soap and a sponge? Come on now, that's 30 minutes of your day. Just don't be a dick. But yes, this movie has a lot of side characters, which they're like, okay, I didn't mind the boyfriend character. The main boss, Rose, fine. The one that was supposed to be the secretary, fine. The babysitter. I know what they're trying to do because it's a mostly black cast, and then the remake or the 1991 version was all white. So they made the babysitter white, and then say a lot of very mixed things. Like, I've seen Medina movies and saying the N word instead of the N word and stuff like that. And it was forced. There was a lot of forced dialogue on that level as well. And speaking about forced dialogue, there's a part where they're doing a fashion show and they're like, this is for she, he, or them. It's like, how many are them? How many thems are there? Like, usually when I see them, there's like multiple people. Like, what? I understand what they're trying to go for to be that wokish pronoun language, but that pisses me off. That's just so stupid. Are you a he? Are you a she? Even though I know that actress Hunter, I don't know the last name, but was a dude and now a chick, and now she's saying that she wants to be a she now and not think of a trans. But at a point, it's like, sure, you do you. If you want to feel that way, fine. But whatever. Whatever. We're in a weird fucking time where surgery is scary now. Plastic surgery is whack to an umph degree. But anyway, this is about fashion and the kids trying to survive. And I do think it works on some levels. I do think the mom was overacted completely. And people are like, nah, maybe black moms are like that. But still to a point where she was on a retreat for 3 months, just leaving the kids alone with this white babysitter. It's more of like, you would think you should be a little bit more, less hostile because you were in this retreat for 3 months. Anyway, I'm just nagging now. It's a very simplistic movie. There's nothing, I would say, harmless about it, but the one thing I did not like something that it was just jarring to me, was a different style of music. It would be like hardcore rap, then slow instrumental, then something different, especially when they're like making the party scene. Not the party scene, the actual like runway, walking in the backyard. And it would go back to like hardcore rap, and just the different music shifts just wasn't really right for a lot of the scenes in the movie. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not the director, I'm not the editor, but that's just what I thought was going on throughout this movie. So overall, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Is it harmless? Sure. Is there some cringy dialogue? Abso-freaking-lutely. Like, some of the remake stuff doesn't fit well with what they're trying to do with the race and trying to like make fun of here and there. Like, yes, they're trying. It was not poking fun at one or the other. It was poking fun at a lot of things in general, especially like, oh, my son doesn't have a grill anymore and can actually talk. So stuff like that makes perfect sense, and I don't mind that dialogue. Or making fun of like the woman saying, "I've seen a Medina movie." That's funny. I think like that is funny, but like just the overall like whyness factor really keeps coming back to me of like, why does this need to be made? And why do you need to see the movie? And the answer is, you probably don't. So Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead will receive a 2.5 out of 5 with Futon, which equals that 50%. So see the critics news scores gave this one. So you have critics a 57% with 21 of them. There's 0 audience score, no critic consensus. Yeah. To me, like I said, if you want some chuckles here and there, sure, but don't expect anything just revolutionary from this remake of a 1991 movie. So 57-50. Chase Luak here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if things Bhutontopia. You Bhutoners, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Don't care watch this day tomorrow, week, from a month, or a year from now. Every single freaking one of you. And yeah, a lot of movies this weekend. Who knows when these videos will be released.